Doctor, let me tell you something. A lot of them feds out there pushing that cheap shit. You have to understand how much data goes on that shit. You ever thought about that? You know anything about computers? How can everything put everything in there? What about your medical records? What about your financial? What about the land that you own? How much data does a chip hold?
Once a Kalalali, how Bashim Ashai Bashim Kodash, the Banas to the apostles of great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway, preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm the brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. As you can see here on the Elder Apostle channel, the Elder Apostle posted a video with this one of them off-shoot camps again, lashing out against the RFID chip being the mark of the beast. And as you can hear, this nigger here making some ignorant statement, not knowing anything about technology. You know what I mean? Even the technologies that is being used today, you know what I mean, where him himself basically maybe using, you know what I mean, right now, you know, let alone for understand the chip. Oh boy. Hey, so this is gonna be we're gonna take it from a kindergarten stage for these niggers, man, because these niggers, they're just like that, you know, little children, man, when you come on to this knowledge, man, you know, you know. So this video is basically RFID chip breakdown for dummies, you know, breakdown for dummies. That's what this one is gonna be. All right, chip number one. Seeing a lot of people familiar with these cards now. These are the cards that has been used now, you know, as a debit card or a credit card now. And there are no you know is a chip is being placed on these cards now. Now, the reason why these chips are placed on these cards now is because it's more efficient than the magnet strip. You know what I mean? It's less vulnerable for hackers and people who are trying to scan your card and get your information off of it, because these chips basically carry an encryption. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, because the RFID chip basically is not for storage. You know what I mean? The only information that has been stored on an RFID chip is basically an encryption, a key, basically. You know what I mean? So it need not to store data, just as how debit card does not store your personal data, like all your bank account information. No, it don't store all your bank account information, but in order to get access to your bank account, you can use a debit card to access it and even get money. Now, all this does this access get made? First, an encryption basically is acting as a key. Then you put in your PIN. Your PIN is basically representing your ID or your identity. Because you are the only person that's supposed to know your PIN, it attached to your identity. You know what I mean? Now, the only difference between the RFID chip, you know what I mean, and a card, basically, we use access, even access a door or in order to withdraw money or even to lodge money. The only difference between the RFID chip and these cards, basically, the functionality basically of these cards, basically, it won't be necessary using a pin. You know what I mean? Because you now can use your biometrics in order as a form of identity in order to identify yourself. So instead of you typing in a pin where somebody can hear or look around and corner and see, you know, you know, you can now use your personal biometrics in order to couple with that encryption to have access to any data. Now, just like a bank account where your personal data is not on the card, but in whatsoever data storage that the bank have, whether it want to be a file where them have or them actually have it digitally, you know. Seeing is the same way with the chip. The chip basically you're gonna have a data stored in the cloud somewhere. Whatsoever storage system the government have, that's where your information is gonna be stored. Now the key to access that information is your biometrics. coupled along with the RFID chip, you know what I mean, which is now permanently on your body where you cannot last. You know what I mean? So the security of the system, seeing, require that, look, you're gonna have the chip in your hand, you know what I mean, to cross-reference with your biometrics in order to access that information or to tie in with that digital identity. That's all. But this Negro here and all the other Negroes who basically is talking against the RFID chip do not understand how the digital systems in this society operates, man. And even things where they might use, them don't know it operate, man. Them don't know it operate, man. See? Nothing is storing information. Very soon, nothing will be storing information like massive data apart from the cloud systems, man. That's why them stop making phones with the external memories and all them type of shit. Because at some point, the only memory gonna be on the phone is the memory to run the operating system. And everything else that has been stored gonna be stored in the cloud somewhere, man. But that's what you Negroes don't know about technology, man. You know, so you're making ignorance as a statement. You know what I mean? See? So let me go into the first precept here. What the hell is that? See, this is 2 Timothy 2:15. It's a study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, when it comes down to the breaking down of Revelation 13 and the 17th chapter, a lot of Negroes buck shuffle, you know what I mean, and butcher and chop up that scripture here in a ways where basically it look gory when I'm done, you know. But anyway, see, let me just read the precept here, you know. I'll give you the proper breakdown of what Revelation 13:17 it says. We start from 16. It says, it causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, this mark is going to give you access to funds some form of a way, because this is what the statement following statement says. It said, and that no man might buy or sell, saving he that have the mark. So basically, in order to make a transaction, seeing you have to have this mark. Seeing? And what perfect thing to restrict or to allow a transaction more than a device that basically give you access to money, like a card. Like a card here. But the scripture said it's going to be what? In your hand or in your forehead. So the chip no longer going to be in a card. It's going to be in your hand or in your forehead. See? Acting as a key to a data log concerning you. That's what it's all about, man. Nigga be stupid talking about all the medical record and all them things they're going to be stored on a chip. No. It's going to be in a data log that a chip basically is going to cross-reference with your biometrics in order to access that info. It's simply so. But niggers are ignorant, niggers are stupid. So niggers going to make stupid statements, man. Seeing, doing no research, knowing nothing about the technology today, living in the Stone Ages, basically. You know what I mean? A kindergarten student can explain the technology today, and you niggers can't. You know what I mean? And it's sad because you're coming out licking out against something where you know absolutely nothing about. I can remember Nate saying that look, the chip is just a tracking device, and you know you have many information coming out and say, yo, it's just more than tracking. You know, over there in Sweden, people using it to do many other shit than just tracking things, man. It's true that Nate was ignorant of the fact that the chip could do so many things. And the thing is, the part of the thing is, look, see, whatsoever the mark of the beast is, it gonna have the ability to restrict you from your daily sustenance, your daily needs, man. It can cut you out. And just like a card where you have a debit card or a credit card and a bar that can be put on it, just the same way a bar or a block can be put on your chip. You know what I mean? If you're not obeying or you're not doing things according to the way or the so-called elites want you to operate. You know what I mean? So not only by transactions you can be barred, but you can be barred from a whole lot of things because your personal information seen identify you and whatsoever seen is collected on you. You know what I mean? Showing that you're going against the grain. You know what I mean? Them can shut you down from anything, be having access to anything in the society, man. And the thing is, for you, a man I say, oh, a device like this we can do something like this, and a system was set up we can do something like this is not written in the scriptures, man. It's like it's like it lick something in your head for your man said that, man. Really, yo. See? It's not written in the scriptures. A device that basically can totally cut you off from life itself. Not have nothing to do with the scripture, and a man will have control over it, and it's not written in the scripture. Oh, hey, look, man. Negroes are ignorant, and this is what more of a bring out for you, Negroes. He said, this is Ecclesiastes 11:7. He said, blame not. He said, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. And this is what a majority of these men who basically licking out against the RFID chip. This is typically what they are doing. They are not examining what the scripture is actually saying. They're not examining the truth concerning this device. You know what I mean? They don't understand anything about the device, else they want to making them ignorant as statement. But all they are doing is rebuking the possibility of this being the mark of the beast, man. That's all they are doing. You know? But hey, look, as the apostle taught us, say, look, that you're gonna bug out when you realize how many things that thing here can cut off from your daily or it could have ever cut off your daily sustenance, man. Or it can hinder you from any functionality in other society. You cannot function without it. And when you see, when you Negroes begin to see, say this thing are gonna do such a great thing, I play a great role in your life, then your ass is gonna be bugged out, man. And when you see that you're gonna be put to death if you don't get it, you know what I mean, it'll be mandatory. Then you understand that look, that's what the scripture was talking about, man. But when I was say Kalalali, how about Hashem Yoshai, but Hashem, Raka Kwadash. The banners to the apostles of great men, so and shalom to all the brothers and all, they keep pushing this truth in sincerity and in truth with honesty. Shalom.